Honestly, I thought I wouldn't be telling this story. Yeah. Well, let's see. It's story time. Uh, for those who are new, my name is Devin Dean, or AKA J Nation Films. Welcome, welcome. Uh, today's story time is about a girl. Yeah, about a girl. And for those who do know that obviously I never dated. Well, I have just in the past, and sometimes I've dated when nobody knew, and I kept it to myself. Sorry, and I kept it to myself. And most of the times, like the last major one was when I was in middle school, but not a lot of people knew that I actually was dating at the time. Nobody knew, and nobody knew who she was. Not gonna say her name for obvious reasons. Do I wish ill will on her? No, no, not really. Back then, yeah, back then, but as I got older, like, it didn't maybe phase me as much. Didn't phase me as much, but yeah, here we go. And well, if people want to see more of me telling stories, then let me know in the comments down below. So, without further ado, here we go. So basically, with this story, it started out normal, it's a typical day in middle school. Uh, I just happened to see her walking down the hallway, and of course, she said hey, and I said hey back, and um, that was it. It was the only time I saw her was during the hallway in the hallways. Then one day, when I walked in the gym, uh, I saw her, and I was like, oh snap! So I, just casually walked up to her because nobody was around, and I sat down next to her. Well, before I sat down, I asked her, are you waiting for someone? And she was like, no, 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 I'm not. You can sit down. And I was like, cool. So, okay, I thought I had a booger in my nose. Sorry. So I sat down next to her, and we chit chatted for a while, and everything seemed normal. So I and we had at first we had a lot in common. Yeah, and she was one of the few ladies who, saw me for me without seeing what I obviously have. And it made me feel good. And weeks went on, well, months went by, and we chit chatted for quite some time. And we got closer and closer. And then one day I popped the question. And she said yes. And the thing was, I didn't tell nobody that I was dating somebody. That I was dating somebody. Yeah, granted, I tried to talk to a lot of girls during my years in middle school, but this was before I met her. Is when I stopped, and I have to sneeze, and it stuck. Oh, okay, I felt it. Sorry. And over time, yeah, kept getting bullied, yada yada yada. But I didn't let that stop me because everybody was like, most people who would be like, yeah, Devin, you get no hoes, you ain't got no girlfriend, and I just said, yeah, I don't. I don't because I didn't want them to know. They didn't need to know. They didn't need to know, and I didn't care if I didn't care. So you may probably right now, if you've gotten this far into the video, you're probably wondering, well, I feel like you guys are not together no more. Well, yeah, we're not. We're not. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. So, it started out pretty good. It started out pretty good. We dated for a while, and I started to notice little hints that she started to get a little distant, and I was just like I saw it, but I didn't want to pick up on it. I didn't want to believe it was going to happen all over again. So, yeah, it come to my attention. That day that I wasn't hoping for showed up. And it showed up. So what happened? One day I went to the gym as usual, and I saw her on the bleachers, and I saw one of my male best friends, my homie. I'm not gonna say his name because me and him are no longer friends. But fuck him. If I ever see him on the street, I'm straight up clocking him in the jaw. Yeah. But back to the story. I saw him sitting there with my girl at the time frame, and I was like, oh, maybe they're just talking. But I started to notice my man was getting a little too clingy. He started touching her hand, started holding it, and I'm like, what you doing? What's he doing? Then he got closer and scooted closer. And then he scooted her closer, and I'm like, don't this nigga know? Don't this man know I gotta go? She taken? So I was like, all right, let me just walk over there. Since he trying to be Mr. Steal Your Girl, trying to raise her ass up. So I walk over and I looked at him and I was like, what you doing? Hmm? And he looked at me. Oh, Dev, what's up, man? I was like, what's up? What's going on? And before he can answer, she answers. You know what she says? Oh, Devin, hi. I want you to meet my new boyfriend. Pump the brakes. Just straight cut the record. You're who? Repeat. I'm like I'm sorry. I probably got like fucking freaking wax in my. I ain't hear that right. Repeat that again. You're who? Straight up looked at me and was like, "Oh yeah, this is my boyfriend." So now I'm like trying to because it didn't register in my head when she said it. I was like, maybe I'm hearing maybe I'm hearing shit. You're who? And then yeah, and what was so fucked up about it? She said it with a straight face. She said it full chested, just full chested. I'm like, your boyfriend. And in the back of my head, I'm like, so what was I? Chopped liver? And what was so funny? My homie knew she was dating me. He knew. He knew. Mother knew. Bro, you know what's funny about it? As she said that, I looked at him. I was just like, mm, okay. Was I pissed? Oh, very. Then he walks away, and I looked at her, and I was like, what's the difference between me and him? You know what she does? You really want me to do this right now? I was like, yeah, I want you to do this right now. Please tell me why are you with my homie when you know you and I are dating. You know what this heifer said to me? I don't want to see us in public together. Why not? I'm looking like, why not? Why? Why not? Why? Why not? You know what she goes? You know what she says? This bitch, this bitch straight up said, I don't want to be seen in public with a special needs kid. And I'm like, not really special needs, but I am, and technically I'm not. It's a gray area for me. But sure. Keep going. She goes, after she said that and was like, and then she hit me with the main thing that hurt. This is the, out of everything she said, this was the main thing that stuck with me, and it hurt. It hurt. It cut me deep. To the white meat. The bitch goes, you can't hug me like a normal person can. I said, I can't what? I can't what? She's like, you can't hug me like a normal person can. I want to be able to hold hands. I was like, as she just kept going, the only thought that was in my head was, you can't hug me like a normal person. What the is the definition of a normal person? What is normal? But luckily, my other homies saw and heard everything. So when they heard her say that, all my homies went, oh shit, Devin about to lose it. And I did. I blacked out standing there as she just kept talking. I did. Luckily, my homies grabbed me and pulled me away from her and him. And one of my other friends was like, looking at him, was like, you're a fucked up friend. And a fake one at that. Was I highly pissed off? Oh, yeah. Oh, I was heated. And that thought just stuck with me. I cannot hug like a normal person can. And over time, it stuck with me throughout high school. Like, after middle school, because that's when it happened. After middle school, then high school rolled around. That thought just right here, just right here, just stuck with me. Sure, I can ignore it and it goes away, but over time, that shit would just right here, right here. Can't hug like a normal person. Like, who says that? Hmm? Who says that? Like a normal person. Moral of the story? The moral of the story? Don't let nobody say you're not normal. Because everybody's normal. What may not be normal to you is normal to somebody else. Normal isn't really a thing. Nobody's normal. Nobody's normal. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's just themselves. And if he or she or they, whatever pronouns you call yourself, can't accept that, well, in the words of my father, fuck them. In the words from my mom, get a bigger box. Well, the full phrase. If somebody, well, no, not the box phrase. That's something else. The phrase that she would always tell me: for every lid, there's a pot. And if somebody can't fit your lid or your pot, Found a bigger pot or found a bigger lid? That's the way I saw it. And as I got older, I thought about it more, and I come to realize, well, what I just said. But yeah, that's the story. That is the big story of the last relationship I had. That one hurt a lot. It hurt. It stuck with me for years. And then that's probably why I'm like so negative when it comes to relationships, because that's not something that you can just to get rid of like this for someone like me. It's not something I can just easily just forget. That's like a scar that just sits there every now and then. It just reminder, hey, you remember me? Yeah, us too. But I've got I've learned from it, and slowly getting over it, and slowly coming back to, you know, at least trying to date. Keyword try. But yeah, that's it. That's the story. Yeah. Really more stories? Yeah. 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 Once again, it's your boy. This is your boy J Nation Films. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I upload. I make music, I do live streams, I play video games. I create funny animation. Well, not funny animations. I create a fan series going. Episode 6 is going to drop later on today. Uh, yeah, that's about it. Love you guys. Stay safe. Peace out.